This
So maybe
is going. Hello, and welcome to Inside Jacksonville, a production of the University of North Florida's School of Communication and the CW17. I'm Isabella Casapow. We're here each month with stories about life on the First Coast. Up first this month, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I take you to Manifest Distillery, located in the heart of the Sports District. It's a spot locals visit to share love for spirits with those creating them. Manifest prides itself as Jacksonville's only full-scale distillery. It makes all types of spirits ranging from rye whiskey to coffee liqueur and uses organic materials to support local sustainable production.
In 2019, we produced about 5,000 gallons of alcohol that year. Jack Daniel's does that in less than a day and a half. And that goes to show you the difference in our process versus a larger company's process.
The distilling process starts with sugar and heat. Next, it is added to a fermenter with yeast where alcohol and CO2 are produced. From here, the mixture is moved to a still where alcohol is evaporated into 3 separate segments: the heads, hearts, and tails.
What we'll do is we'll take that small amount of tails, large portion hearts, we'll take that aside and we'll either put it in one of our barrels, or depending on the product, if it's not barrel aged, it goes into production where we're going to start to proof it down slowly.
We bottle by hand, we label by hand, we seal bottles by hand, we boxes by hand, everything is done by hand here. And that sets us apart from a lot of other places because we do it with a lot of detail, attention, and love.
Above all else, Manifest Distillery focuses most on providing the Jacksonville community with quality spirits while also providing a space for locals to come back to.
We're also a cocktail room bar as well, where we are able to sell our spirits in cocktail form and be very creative with making some really delicious, really fun, really off-the-wall cocktails that you wouldn't be able to see at most bars in Jacksonville.
I really like the home feel and how welcoming it is. It's not like a typical bar where it's very busy and the bartenders don't know who you are. They know you by name, they know your drink when you come in, they ask about your day, and it's a really nice feel.
If you stop by, be sure to say hi to Jenny, the official distillery cat. Jenny was found on the property over 4 years ago and now calls Manifest home. Jenny spends most of her time playing, begging for treats, or filling in as office manager. After a few treats, Jenny said that she was glad the Manifest crew moved into her building and brought lots of great people along with them. Manifest offers tours of its facilities for those interested in the distilling process or those hoping to give Jenny some love. Juice Tap focuses on using fresh ingredients to make the healthiest juices and acai bowls. Inside Jacksonville's Caitlin Sarando gives us a taste of what that includes.
Juice Tap is a locally owned and operated juice bar serving smoothies, acai bowls, salads and toasts, and of course, juices.
I guess what got us to start Juice Tap was essentially we found that nothing in town that was related to juices and smoothies was 100% fresh. All we do is just fresh juices, smoothies, acai bowls. We don't do any artificial sweeteners, no pumps or whatever. It's just all, fresh.
All of their ingredients are fresh, cut and prepared daily, including their fruits and vegetables.
You're trying to lose weight, if you're just trying to eat something sweet, we have all different kind of bases, and we have all different types of smoothies. You can actually customize your own smoothies. A lot of our stuff that we have is very customable to your needs and your standards as you want it.
There's a little artistic aspect of working at Juice Tap, and it's our bowls. When we make our bowls, especially if we make it for here, we make it look all nice and fancy and whatnot. And that's kind of what got us out there. We didn't have an advertising budget and whatnot, so we had a lot of people just Snapchatting our bowls or like putting on Insta and whatnot. And so I have a lot of fun. I take personal pride in like designing bowls and whatnot. It's just so satisfying for me seeing someone take a picture of my work and then post it on social media.
Caitlin Sorondo, Inside Jacksonville.
Tap in or tap out. Either way, Juice Tap is a great local spot. UNF students are lucky enough to volunteer at the Players. Haley Jones visits the PGA shop to see what these students were up to.
Every year, golf enthusiasts from around the world travel to Ponte Vedra Beach to watch their favorite golfers compete in the Players Championship. After a long day out by the green, fans can stop by the official Players fan shop and purchase many of the brands sported by the pros. But the fan shop isn't just for fans. It's also a great opportunity for UNF students to volunteer for community service hours and valuable career experience. For students like Olivia Ramirez, the opportunity was too good to pass up.
So I found out through my professors through sport management, and they presented us with an opportunity to volunteer with the merch shop, and I took it because I love working with sports.
Not only are sports management students able to immerse themselves into the world of sports, they can also make connections that may help them once they graduate and begin looking for jobs. For other students, working at the fan shop is an opportunity to help their community.
So I am a cadet through the UNF ROTC program, and we had flyers posted all around our building, and our cadre just basically let us know that there was a great volunteer opportunity going on for the Players Championship.
Students in the ROTC program actively look for chances to gain leadership experience, and Laura Carbone learned much from her time working as a greeter, floater, and cashier about what it means to step up. One fun part of the job is helping customers navigate the many sportswear brands that the store carries.
Here at the fan shop at the PGA tournament, there are many brands you can choose from, like Nike and Adidas. There are also lots of hats to choose from, like the ones here behind me. What do you think?
When the Players' Championship came to a close, the student volunteers were happy that they'd been able to work at the fan shop.
We don't just do this for no reason, we do it for a cause. Obviously, we want to help our community as much as possible.
My favorite part was the people, seeing all the people come in and be so happy about everything that they were able to get, and knowing that they left happy and they came in happy too.
Haley Jones, Inside Jacksonville.
So next year, if you're looking for a souvenir, make sure to stop by the shop and experience the UNF connection. Coming up, we get a look at the family-friendly fun offered at the Jumbo Shrimp. Also after the break, take a hit and throw a ball. Football is for everyone, and that includes women. Inside Jacksonville will be right back. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp's 2022 season is underway. Inside Jacksonville's Dylan Kelly takes us to the ballpark to show us what minor league baseball is all about.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp is a minor league baseball team of the International League. They are the AAA affiliate of the Miami Marlins and play their home games at 121 Financial Ballpark in downtown Jacksonville. 121 Financial Ballpark has been home to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp since 2003. It can seat up to 11,000 fans, and the field itself is roughly 112,000 square feet. The Jumbo Shrimp are set to play 75 home games this season. In those games, the Jumbo Shrimp aim to provide the best affordable family fun possible for the fans. They offer promotions for each day of the week, like 2 for Tuesday, Saturday Night Fireworks, Red Shirt Friday, and of course the fan favorite, Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday is definitely one of my favorites because it's so fast, it's busy, everybody's like moving and grooving. I also like Friday fireworks. It's beautiful at night. You get to sit out and watch them. And I like this area right here because all the kids play and roll and it's so nice. So I like a lot about coming here.
Along with the promotions, the Jumbo Shrimp provides fans with a good in-game experience as well.
I think the affordable family fun part comes in that when they're leaving the stadium, what we hope that the fans are thinking is whether the Jumbo Shrimp won or lost, is that we've provided such a fun, friendly, customer service-oriented environment that no matter the result on the field, they want to come back because we're in the memory making business, right? You know, when people come out here, we don't know if it's their first time or their 100th time, and it frankly doesn't matter.
I love baseball, and I like the beer. And the crack of the bat's always fantastic. I've been coming here for 40 years. I've been a season ticket holder for 40 years, and I love the game.
The players aim to perform well to have their names called up, as they are only one step away from making it onto the Major League roster.
I'm hoping they're going to be good. There's a couple players for the Marlins that should be good in the couple years to come. Lewin Diaz, the first baseman, so we're excited about that. And I'm from South Florida, so it's kind of cool seeing them here, and then when I go back home, seeing them at the Major League Stadium.
The Jumbo Shrimp will look to win their first division and league title since 2014 and hope to bring a championship home for the fans. Dylan Kelly, Inside Jacksonville.
Stop by the Jumbo Shrimp this baseball season to experience the fireworks while spending quality time with family. Tough as Nails, a women's football team breaks barriers. Inside Jacksonville's Eric Benitez shows us how the Florida Avengers assemble.
The Florida Avengers are a women's tackle football team that play in the Women's National Football Conference. The league held their first season in 2019, and the Avengers joined the following year in 2020. There are currently 20 teams in the league, according to their website, and are still growing.
Well, the Florida Avengers are a women's full contact football team, and we provide a venue, a platform for women to come out and display their athleticism, learn football, and just be able to step the game up whenever it comes to women in sports in general.
All Avengers home games are on Saturday nights at Fletcher High School. They have a lively community vibe and serve as a fun event for fans who love football to bring their kids and cheer on their favorite team. From upbeat band performances and strong crowd engagement, Florida Avengers games offer a great fan experience. The Florida Avengers will play a 6-game schedule for their 2022 season. 3 will be at home and 3 will be away. For their away games, the Avengers will travel to Alabama, Philadelphia, and Washington. Because the WNFC is an amateur football league, most of these athletes have separate careers to support their football endeavors, and their motivation to play comes from a sheer passion and love for the sport.
I just always loved it because it was so intense. It's like going, like I said, going to get in a fight without getting in trouble, like going to war with your teammates.
So what inspired me to start playing is I grew up watching my brother play, and I always got kind of a little bit jealous because I always wanted to play. It really discouraged me that women didn't have the opportunity to play a sport that predominantly boys got to play growing up.
The WNFC is dedicated to inspiring and creating opportunities for female athletes. Since 2018, Adidas has been a sponsor of the league as part of its She Breaks Barriers campaign. The state of women's football has grown dramatically in the last several years, and the WNFC plans to continue their contribution to that for years to come.
We're trying to break the barriers. We're trying to break the glass ceiling, so to speak. We've faced it for a long time, but we are making progress.
Don't listen to anyone who can tell you you can't do something. Just do what you know that you can do and just stick with that.
Eric Benitez, Inside Jacksonville.
Women who want a chance to try something they've never done before should reach out to the Florida Avengers. Thanks to the UFC's popularity and recent fight nights in Jacksonville, mixed martial arts gyms like Smiley Academy are seeing an uptick in interest in MMA.
Smiley's Academy of Martial Arts in Orange Park is a premier martial arts gym that offers several kinds of training, from self-defense to preparation for the octagon. Fighters receive some of the best coaching in Jacksonville from James Smiley and the rest of his coaching staff. But he stresses the most critical path to success is discipline.
Martial arts, discipline. That's the most important. In life, period, not just martial arts, and discipline. You know, people think you need motivation. They think you need encouragement. They think you need none of that. What you need is discipline.
Smiley credits the Ultimate Fighting Championship with the meteoric rise martial arts has taken over the recent years.
I love what the UFC has done for not just MMA, but for all martial arts. I think years ago, people, when they thought martial arts, they thought a certain way or a certain thing or a certain type of fighting. UFC, and it's not UFC, it's not MMA. UFC, MMA fighters compete. The UFC is an event, an organization, but it is the biggest one, and it has paved the way for a lot of people.
One of those people are Yassine Kashash, who has fought all over the world.
I started fighting like 5 years ago. First of all, I started in Morocco, that's my real country, and then I moved up to Thailand. I took a big experience over there, and then I came over here to America, and I started my academy, and I took my first fight over here in November, and my second pro fight is coming in April 3rd.
Whether you've never fought before, an amateur looking to go pro, or the best of the best like Valentina Shevchenko, who fought in Jacksonville's UFC 261 last April, Smiley's is the best place to get training.
It's like the air that you breathe in, you know. It can't pass a day without being in the gym. It can't pass a day like without getting hit.
As far as what it's like in the octagon, Brinson Ellery had an interesting way to describe it.
Kind of like a roller coaster ride. It's like up and down, you know, in the beginning you're nervous while you're going through it. Everything's a blur, and then when it's over, you kind of like, it was scary, but I like it, and I want to do it again.
Trevor Voitko, Inside Jacksonville.
Even if you're not interested in competing in the octagon, Smiley's Academy offers many different services to learn the ropes of mixed martial arts. Coming up, new, used, and rare books all have a home at Chamblin's Book Mine. We get a deeper dive into endless array of novels. Plus, strap on your boots. Those looking to get outside and see some furry friends should take a visit to Celestial Farms. You're watching Inside Jacksonville on CW17. Welcome back to Inside Jacksonville. Are you a bookworm looking for your next good read? Inside Jacksonville's Casey Batchelor visits Chamblin's Book Mine, where modern and classic novels are at every corner.
Located on Roosevelt Boulevard in Jacksonville is Chamblin Book Mine. Chamblin's is an independent bookstore that sells both used and new books, along with rare and collectibles that are kept in a separate warehouse. The Book Mine location opened in July of 1976.
I'm Abby. I'm a manager at Chamblin's. I started here roughly 6 years ago. I think it was like May 2016, something like that. But yeah, I sort of help with the ins and outs of the everyday business here while Mr. Chamblin runs around and gets to do all the fun stuff. So he started the business in 1976 in a little tiny house. There's a man named Cy Crawford who originally owned the tiny house. It was just full floor to ceiling with books, and Mr. Chamblin would go and like help him like sell these books out of his house basically. And then Cy wanted to pass it down to somebody, so he picked Mr. Chamblin since he was this little helper there, and Mr. Chamblin just slowly built his empire from there. Basically, the general public can come and trade in their items. We'll go through them, find typically like the strange and unusual things that you don't see a lot of, and we try to curate our collection based on that.
Chamblin's has two locations, the Book Mine on Roosevelt Boulevard, which we're at right now, as well as Chamblin's Uptown, which is located in downtown Jacksonville.
I think it's the sense of community. Since we don't have an inventory, we kind of have to know our books and we kind of have to know our store. And with that, it helps us kind of get to know our customers and what they like to read, because a lot of the times they're needing help finding specific things, so we can also recommend things, walk them around the store. That tends to be like my favorite thing to do when new people especially come in, getting to give them a big tour and watching their eyes get all big because they've never seen so many books in one place before. So it's just really fantastic being able to offer that, and just being able to offer a place for people to come and hide and just lose themselves for a little bit.
If you're looking to get lost in an endless amount of books, Chamblin's is the place to go. Casey Batchelor, Inside Jacksonville.
Be sure to stop by Chamblin's for a wonderful opportunity to get lost in a book. Celestial Farms prides itself as a sanctuary for abused and neglected animals. Inside Jacksonville's Lauren Sapp takes us along to this animal rescue.
What started out 10 years ago as a family farm changed after previous barn managers Samantha Zabner and Rory Malloy got the promotion of a lifetime. They took ownership of Celestial Farms about a year ago and turned this land into an animal sanctuary.
This place started as a rescue farm, so it provided home to many animals who had been neglected, who had been surrendered, who had been in situations that wasn't good for them at the time. So it offers the animals a space to reconnect with people and switch the narrative into more of a happy story.
This farm isn't like the typical animal rescue people are used to. The focus isn't on household animals, but instead allowing people to get away from the concrete city and visit an oasis of farm life.
I don't know of anywhere else exactly like it. I'm sure there are some other livestock rescues, but there aren't enough rescues for animals in the world, period. And then, a lot of them are for pets like cats and dogs, or exotics, which, and zoo animals, which certainly need help too. But livestock that isn't wanted is often considered, just excess livestock.
Celestial Farms gives animals a second chance at life. And who knows, you might even make a new friend. The animals aren't the only ones that get something out of the farm. Visitors are given opportunities to learn, and the staff values the bonds and connections made between humans and the livestock.
Most people are disconnected with the pig that you get that's living in an apartment building, and so they get to learn about their stories. A lot of people get to compare it to their own stories and heal through the same process as the animals do.
Children are also given the chance to learn life skills, such as cultivating empathy, taking on new responsibilities, and treating animals with kindness.
My favorite part is honestly just watching him enjoy all the different animals, seeing them run around, feeding the cow. That was definitely interesting. But then just seeing that they're all rescued, I think that's really awesome as well.
With a bag of feed in hand and a pair of boots on your feet, don't be afraid to get dirty and enjoy the pleasantries of farm life, where time seems to slow down and you can let your hair down. Lauren Sapp, Inside Jacksonville.
In addition to being an animal rescue and educational center, Celestial Farms provides a feeling of comfort for everyone, animals and humans alike. Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Inside Jacksonville. If you missed anything from today's program, just visit our website, unftv.com, and look under the Digital Journalism tab, where you'll find expanded versions of our stories, photos, interviews, and other extras. Again, that's unftv.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Inside Jacks UNF. From all of us here at Inside Jacksonville, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next month right here on the CW17.